Hello. Good evening, everybody. I'm super excited to welcome all of you to ETHGlobal San Francisco.
Just represent what the Bay Area is about. I love meeting the people here. I love sharing ideas. The vibes I've not found anywhere else.
Everyone is kind of heads down, locked in.
When I first walked in here, I got a rush of excitement.
Oh my God, I was like, let's go. San Francisco's in the building.
Everyone here is so passionate about making the world a better place.
My favorite memory, getting our smart contract to work on chain and then screaming in the middle of the night.
The people here are super high quality.
Over 1,000 people from 45 different countries, 6 continents, and $400,000 in prizes.
We've seen some really exciting work ranging from in applied cryptography all the way to super practical applications. I think it's going to be close.
It's a tough field. It's going to be a tight race. Should be exciting.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Kartik, one of the co-founders of ETHGlobal, and welcome to the closing ceremonies for ETHGlobal San Francisco. There we go. Our goal here is to onboard thousands of developers into the Web3 ecosystem, and this is our 5th hackathon, in-person hackathon of 2024, and our 3rd time in San Francisco. To our amazement, this has been one of the best ones we've seen, and you'll see all the cool things that came out of it. There's over 1,150 attendees from this weekend at this hackathon. 750 of them were hackers from 44 different countries, and 41% of them were existing Web2 developers building something in crypto for the first time. People came in from all different parts of the world. We got to meet so many new amazing people. And we had over 253 ecosystem mentors. These were founders, developers, engineers, designers, product managers, and everybody in between from all different protocols that you use or admire. And 22 dedicated mentors who made sure that you can get all the help you need to build and submit your project this morning. Now, not only that, the thing that's unique about this event is this is a hackathon. This is not a conference, and the goal here was to focus on builders and show you what came out of this. So the next hour and a half is going to be all about seeing live demos of the best projects that came out of this weekend. 750 hackers, 36 hours, and 223 projects came out of this weekend. Give yourselves a massive round of applause. That was incredible to see over 200 projects. And I want to thank especially our judges who took all of this morning to talk to all of you, give feedback. And please join me in thanking all of our judges, Florent, Laurent, Casey, Charles, Henry, Chris, Jackie, James, Nitya, Rushi, Austin, Anil, Namil, Ansgar, Yasim, Jack, Abram, Guillermo. And keep the energy going for our 38 incredible partners who are going to be telling you what prizes that they won. So thanks to AirDAO, Avail, Flow, Gnosis Chain, Layer 0, Polygon, Sign, Scale, Story, Uniswap, Chronicle, Circle, Develop, Coinbase Developer Platform, Delve, Dynamic, ENS, Essential, Hedera, Ledger, Lit, Near, Neon, EVM, Nethermind, Rootstock, The Graph, Unlimited, Walrus, XMTP, Alchemy, Blockless, Phoenix, Morph, Nounstyle, Fallen Network, Circuit, Powerloom, Privy, and Stacker. That is a lot of names and a lot of prizes, and I'm out of breath. Okay, while we're talking about stats, we experimented with these NFC custom chips so that you can not only play with signing on Ethereum, but also connect with everybody in this building. And when we pulled up the stats, we saw a lot of cool things. A lot of meals were consumed. 36.89 to be exact. And I got 2 where I didn't scan myself for, so we're gonna add 2 to that number. And all of you really met a lot of each other. These are double opt-in connections, almost 550 connections were made. And we also looked at who attended what workshops, and all these things are gonna go on chain as attestations, so you get to actually be more Web3 native. So not only that, I want to congratulate these 3 people, Andrea, Elliot, and Bikram, for being the most connected people in this weekend, and you get 0.13 each for being the, I guess, most talkative here. I don't know. Now, let's get back to the 223 projects. 9 a.m., everybody submitted these projects, and we spent the next 5 hours going through everything, which was our partners, our finalist judges, and all of you learned about everything else on what others made. And from this, we got to 10 finalists. These are going to be our 10 teams that come on and demo what they built live, so you get to see all the cool things that people in San Francisco are excited about. And for the first time ever, let's give a massive round of applause to our 10 amazing finalists. Pump Royale, IP Infinity, Uniswap, Hello Asai, DAO, Disaster, Chainwaves, Build Blocks, Uni V4, Backtester, Betsy, and VVL Drizzy. These 10 teams are going to come on and show you what they built. And to no one's surprise, you're going to see a lot of AI. So before we get into all of this, I want to take a quick second to thank every single team that submitted a project. All 223 teams are listed here, and this is absolutely incredible. You all took your weekend to build something that you were excited about and shipped it and told everybody else about it and made demos that everybody can use and see and play with and give you feedback. And that deserves a massive amount of applause and recognition. So give yourself a massive round of applause for doing all the amazing things you did this weekend. And just because you were not one of these 10 teams does not mean you were not good enough. Our goal was to highlight some 10 things that our judges are excited about. But we hope that all of you continue building your project from tomorrow onwards. And maybe today too, but I recommend that you sleep today. Everything that we're going to show you is going to be public and is going to be listed on ETHGlobal.com/showcase. So all these projects are available for anybody to catch up, especially people watching this on the live stream. You can see not only what the names of these projects are, but you can see everywhere from screenshots to live demos, and especially the source code. So if you're looking to understand how something was done, whether it's a cool hack or a clever optimization, you get to actually understand the code that made that happen. And before we finally bring our team on, I want to take 30 seconds to force everybody to go to this URL. On your dashboards, you'll see a quick feedback form. It's 8 questions, maybe 9, I can't remember. Very simple rating, 1 to 10. And we just want to know how your experience was. Did you like the food? Did you like the mentorship? Did things make sense? Did we do a good job telling you how everything works? What could be done better? What could not be done better? What we should continue doing? Very simple ratings. And anything you say there, the entire ETHGlobal team reads verbatim, directly, all of the comments. And because we do these events so often, every 4 weeks, we get to improve everything that we hear from this and make the experience better for the next 1,000 people. So over the course of the year, 10,000 new people see a whole new version of these events, which we hope are better than the last one. And without hearing about what could be done better or what we should continue doing, we don't get to learn. So we want to help make ourselves better, and anything that you put here will really help. So please make sure that you just give us that quick feedback. And we'll also be raffling a bunch of these hoodies, so anytime you fill that out, you will automatically be entered in this raffle, and we will ship this hoodie to you wherever you are in the world. So thank you for helping us improve. I hope you finish this survey. Enough talking from me. Let's get ready for our very first finalist demo, and let's bring on Chainwaves.
Hey everyone, how are you? ¿Cómo están hoy? Bien, eso, mucho español. Well, we are Wayne Chips, Chainwaves, sorry. I always confuse with the name, sorry about that. We are basically creating the next generation on IP using your social media, powered by Story, and also audio. I'm going to show you a quick demo on how this works. All right, so we are all now content creators, right? We are creating TikToks, we are creating photos on Instagram, stories, everything. That's your content, that's your IP, right? So using Story, we create the IP for you, just connecting your account, your TikTok, your LinkedIn, your Twitter, whatever you're using, you connect it to our platform, and we give you the IP of whatever you're publishing. So I'm gonna show you the demo. Our wallet is powered by Dynamic, so you just simply need to connect your MetaMask using Story. You're gonna log in into the protocol, and you need to connect one of your accounts. In this moment, we support many different platforms. We are live with TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and many others that you guys can see here. I'm going to connect my TikTok so you guys can see how this works. I'm going to authorize my TikTok to the platform. Just wait some seconds. That's my little doggy. And that's it. I'm now connected to the platform. And as you can see here, I have different publications, right? Those are my videos from TikTok. And this one actually is the last one I just published a few seconds ago. Hola, Sef, ¿cómo están? Entonces, sorry, switching to English again. I'm going to claim the IP from this one. I'm going to claim, sorry, made a little mistake on the route. So I'm going to claim this one that I just published. So I'm going to start the process on the story. The thing is, we need to create an NFT from that specific publication. So now I'm creating the NFT and also creating the IP. That means that specific TikTok belongs to me. There's nothing, if someone wants to use my IP, they need to pay me for using it, powered by a story, obviously. And also, another thing that we are doing here is creating some copies. This is something that it's made behind the scenes because we are offering also another product, which is using your IP as a collateral. Many content creators need some money to start growing their channels, to start growing their TikToks, but they cannot access to traditional loans in the financial system. So you have your IP, you can use that IP as a collateral, and since we are using a story, we can collect all your royalty tokens, and in case you don't pay back, we can use them, all right? So here we have the IP we just created from the video from TikTok, the ETHGlobal one. We have a commercial license, so if you want to use it, you need to pay for it. Thanks, Story, for that. I created some copies, and this belongs to me and only me. That's how it's worked. And another thing is using this as a collateral. I need some money. I really want to buy this new camera so I can grow my channel. So I'm going to use my IP as a collateral, and I'm going to get a loan on that collateral. This is also powered by Layer 0, so we can get liquidity not only from Story, but from other chains like Polygon. So here we have it. The NFT was moved to the contract, so now I can get the loan. So I'm going to get some USDC using my IP as a collateral, and everything is going to be processed right now. So just wait a little bit, and I'm going to get some more USDC. As you can see here, kind of millionaire right now, just with some fake money. But yeah, here it is. It raised $1 because I don't have like a huge history in my IP, so I only get $1 on the loan. But that's how it works. And the last thing, which is pretty amazing, it's something we are really proud of, we are also creating a new mechanism so you guys can have the IP of any audio you're working with. So for example, if you're a musician or maybe you have a viral audio on TikTok, you can claim that IP from that specific sound, and we are adding some hashes. So for example, here we have the image. All the red points are the hashes we're adding to the sound. You guys won't listen anything different on that sound, but that is the actual data that we are adding to the NFT, so you can have the sound of your property. So if anyone else want to use your audio, they need to pay you. And we also created this tool where if there's someone that is using your audio and it's not paying you, you can start a dispute using a story just by supplying the audio which is not paying for you. All right, so quick demo here. I'm going to upload an audio. And there are two things that's happening here. The first one, off-chain processation. So we are adding all these hashes that you guys saw on the image. We are adding all those hashes to the waves, so we can get the information of that little noise, right? Once we have that, we get the audio back, and we also get the map of those points. So we are adding those points to the NFT and uploading the audio as an NFT, so you can have the IP. Just a few seconds more, so I can sign the transaction, and I'm going to be the owner of this new audio with some noise. And here we go. Quick process here. And yep, that's pretty much it. Thank you, guys.
Awesome. First finalist demo, you get to see watermarked audio files as IP on chain. That was cool. Next up, I want to bring on our second finalist, and that is Team Hello Asai.
Hey everyone, we are Hello Asai, and you're probably wondering, why do we have another chatbot in front of you? What we're building is an agent-based collaborative AI platform, and our front end that we're going to use as a proof of concept for that is this chat. So I'm going to fire off a chat, and then we'll talk a little bit more about what Hello Asai is, so we can be efficient with our time. So Hello Asai is an agent-based collaborative AI platform. Current generalized AI helps with suggestions, but it doesn't actually help you execute on those suggestions. It really lacks the ability to take the appropriate action based on the request that you have. So we believe that the future is collaborative AI agents. Specialized AI agents that are specialized in research, interacting with websites, APIs, calendars, payments, etc., that can all work together to really execute on the request that you have. So here's the example that we're using today. Let's say I want to plan a date night with my wife for this Friday at 7:30 p.m. If I put this into ChatGPT, you get what you see on the right hand of the screen. It'll tell you to make a dinner reservation, it'll tell you to make a phone call, and it'll tell you that you can also reserve online. But I still have to do the work. So our belief is that with Asai, we can really make it so that Asai handles all of it for you in terms of even taking action as well. So at the beginning there, I had sent a message, book a dinner tomorrow night at 7 p.m. for my wife and I. I'm in the mood for Chinese. Unfortunately, we've been rate limited since last night by Anthropic, so only a few requests go through. Luckily, I have an example of a request that went through. So I said, book a dinner tomorrow night at 7 p.m. for my wife and I. I'm in the mood for Chinese. What happened after that is the bot came back, and this is the coordination agent. So the coordination agent acts first, and they read from Subgraph a list of all of the AI agents that have been registered on chain. And when they do that, the coordination agent decided, okay, the Yelp agent and the Google Calendar agent are my helpers for this task. So it calls the Yelp agent, and the Yelp agent now is the one that's interacting. You can see the start of their EOA on the left-hand side, and that's a different agent from what was operating before. And what they're going to do is they're going to find me a restaurant. So they found me Mayan Kitchen Food for tomorrow at 7 p.m. I hope my wife likes it. And then after it decides on Mayan Kitchen Food, it transfers that request to the Google Calendar agent. And the Google Calendar agent gets called by the coordination agent. It has to ask me for a code. I inputted the code, and then it actually makes the event on my calendar. And then the coordination agent will come back to me and tell me, hey, this is what I did. I reserved dinner for 2 people at Mayan Kitchen Food, et cetera, et cetera. So with Asai, you have the power to really take action on your requests. When you submit a request to an AI, it can actually do the work for you. So in that demo, we had a coordinating agent, we had a research and booking agent, and we had a calendar management agent. So a little bit about how we built this. We started with the blockchain side. That's the ACI registry and the ACS contract that we used. So the registry stores all of the agents that you can call on chain, and the ACS contract is what actually does the calling of those agents. That works with Spindle, which is this collaboration thread management system that we built that handles all of the requests that come in and helps to manage the context that all of the agents can see. Each agent has its own address that it operates with, so it can call other agents on chain, and then we built the chat interface on top of it. And our vision is really to build the agent economy. We believe that in the future of work, there will be a bunch of collaborative agents that work not only together, but also with humans. And we believe that those AI agents will have to make payments and interact on chain, and they really can't sign written legal agreements like humans can for our kind of modus operandi between each other. So they have to use smart contracts. We're excited to launch our agents at ETHGlobal SF. We're looking to launch our tokenomics at the end of the year, and hopefully we'll be back next year sponsoring the hackathon. Thanks.
That was awesome. Thank you. All right, we're going to get ready for our third demo, and this is going to be a fun one. So without further ado, let's welcome Pump Royale.
All right, hello. All right, there we go. All right, guys. So we're Pump Royale. Let's get into the pitch. All right. So currently, many people across the globe are spending immense amount of money on monthly subscriptions to the gym to hold themselves accountable. However, we provide an alternative, a way cheaper alternative, which also exposes you to immense monetary gain at the same time. We are Pump Royale, and now I'm going to hand it off to our CEO.
Pump Royale is a global reoccurring fitness game that allows users the opportunity to stake an amount of USTC that is then returned to them contingent upon them completing a certain number of reps of an exercise throughout the day. So every 3 hours, users will stake and sign up and commit to a period of 8 hours where they are prompted 3 times randomly by notification to submit video proof of them doing 10 reps of an exercise. Those who are successful get their stakes returned, and those unsuccessful participants get their stakes pooled into a loser's pool, which is then redistributed randomly to a set of lucky winners who did do their push-ups. So now these two will demonstrate a game between 2 players.
All right, so we have 2 computers on, but we're going to show my screen because we're going to win, because I'm going to win, obviously. So let's log in. And we'll connect our MetaMask wallet. All right, we are logged in. So when the user logged in, they see this game, and currently we don't have any games started. So now we start a game, which prompts the user to stake their USDC, minimum $3. So let's go for 10? 10. Let's go for 10. All right, let's stake the value. And it's going to prompt you to approve the transactions. Approve. But yeah, so there you go. Anytime now. Just like that, we are in. All right, so now when the game is activated, the user will be prompted to do their push-ups. Active. And now start. Thank you. So now that the game has started, you are prompted to do your push-ups. So let's see.
Come on. Come on. Get lower. That's weak. What are you doing? Come on. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, let's submit it. Submit video. And just like that, we have submitted the video. And in the back end, we use OpenCV to detect how many push-ups you did to prove it. And now we're going to wait for the game to run out. And during that,
so as the user base will increase, the losers pool will obviously increase as well, because more users equals more money into the pools. And as you can imagine, as our user base increases exponentially, the payouts after every game will be exponentially higher. So you can talk about people putting in, okay.
Yeah. So let's say, since in the beginning, I put in 10 USDC. So I started off at 62.45, and I put input 10, so now I'm at 52.45. And after the game is done being processed, since I'm the one who finished my challenge, and my partner over here didn't do it, so I'm going to get his money as well as mine back, minus the fee that has been taken by our back end for providing service. All right. And just like that, now I have 71.95 USDC.
Yep. Awesome. Yeah. So another thing, some people might be wondering why, if this has been done before, and apps like this have been made on Web 2, but the issue is with intermediaries like Stripe, which takes a 2.5% transaction fee on each transaction. On top of that, the previous company that tried to do something similar on Web 2, they were getting so many, Stripe was getting so many refund requests that they actually ended up banning that company, right? With us deploying this on Web 3, we are removing the intermediary and we're actually bringing fitness to the blockchain. And that's Pump Royale. Thank you so much.
We got some fans in the first row, I see. All right, that was a cool demo. Let's get ready for our next one. And for this finalist team, I want to bring on Dowzaster. Please give them a big round of applause.
Hi there. I'm John, and I'm here with my teammates Leah, Connor, and Tasia. And together, we are Dowzaster. Disasters are by nature decentralized. They often occur when a lot of infrastructure has been destroyed, destroying not only our ability to communicate, but our ability to coordinate. Now, fortunately, humans are pretty good at creating self-organized efforts, organizing themselves into sharing information, as well as coordinating responses. Unfortunately, the nature of disasters are such that they're actually pretty bad for humans. Dowzaster seeks to capture the best organizational efforts of humans, providing that same methodology to autonomous agents that are connected to sensors and different response mechanisms, allowing agents to autonomously coordinate responses to disasters in an automated manner. So in our system, if a sensor sees a potential disaster, like a very handsome gentleman collapsed on the floor, that sensor is able to then let its agent know what it sees. So over here we have a LLM that is running that would be either on or in close proximity to the sensor. Now, that agent, because in disasters we can't rely on centralized communication, we're going to take advantage of the blockchain in order to alert other agents of possible disaster. So we create a contract. Any agent can create a contract that symbolizes a disaster. Now, other agents are going to read this, assuming they can even communicate with it, and they're going to then investigate on their own. Can they confirm that that is happening? Why? Because we want to build accuracy and verification through consensus. So we have our second LLM that has determined that there's no earthquakes okay? And different agents connected to different sensors are able to create a richer and richer picture about this, thus creating the kind of structured data that we're used to in the centralized internet. This allows multiple agents to coordinate as well as remove a lot of the risk from humans. Now, how do we make something like this self-sustaining? Well, a lot of times in disasters, news agencies are often using a lot of people's footage for their own profit. We have come up with a very clever way of being able to allow the DAO to monetize that.
Hi guys, so let's say like if you want to mint it, so you can just directly first connect the wallet and change the network to story protocol because that's where we deployed it. Okay, also the main reason for using to like as in to license is to so that like anybody can license it and then maybe mint it later on so that all the royalties can go back to the AI agents which is present, and then they can work all together at once. And then we can even tokenize the AI agents from the drones to the Omigel by just clicking on this. First we need to change the network again. And then we can just keep, yeah. Okay, there's some problem. I don't have the balance probably. Yeah.
Now this is more than a cool hack. A number of us actually work in disaster response. And this is technology that we entirely intend to bring out to the field. Where does it go from here? Well, as we discussed, decentralized communication is hard. So the next focus that we're going to be doing is actually on peer-to-peer nodes, being able to build out the ledger without any internet connection. But this hackathon has been a great experience for us to meet up, to join efforts, and to start charting a path forward. And if you think that either in your free time or from whatever interest you may have in this, you'd like to communicate, please feel free to reach out. We would love to speak to you. Thank you so much, and that is Disaster.
Thank you. I think having redundancy is a pretty big part of this whole process, and you get to do that with decentralized networks. All right, let's get ready for our next team, and that is IP Infinity. Please give them a big round of applause.
Hi, we're IP Infinity. I'm Tibet.
I'm Elliot.
And I'm Khan.
And I'm Edison. So we're building IP Infinity. So if you've ever read a book that you just loved and you really wanted to be in that character, you really wanted to be in that story, we're trying to recreate that experience, but for NFTs. So at the start of the game, you're prompted to enter your ENS to load and your ENS. So this is basically the address you want to load for the NFTs and your ENS. So in this case, I'm skull.eth, and I'm also playing with my own wallet. So this allows for multiplayer. So let's say I wanted to play with Elliot's wallet and his NFTs. I could enter his ENS in here, and that would allow me to use his NFTs in my game just seamlessly. This is done by Story.
Once the ENS is entered, a call is sent to our server, and we utilize Alchemy's API to fetch all the users' NFTs and then send them to Elliot's AI.
Yeah, so basically for each NFT, the image is processed through Meta's Llama 3.2 vision model. It generates a text description of the image. So for example, the one on the top left, it might generate a monkey with brown fur and a black hat. So then this string is then fed into a zero-shot classifier, which converts a string and then categorizes it into something like character or equipment. After it's been categorized, it then gets assigned stats that are relevant to the object type based on floor price and the traits. So the one on the top left will be categorized as a character and then given stats for health, intelligence, strength. And that data is then sent into the game.
So the point of this AI is so that we could take your NFTs and assign gamification traits that are able to use in-game. So we actually store all of this data in Stories IP licensing.
Once the AI has finished processing all of the images, then we use Story to mint a new NFT of the original NFT, but with game traits and an IP along with it.
All right, so now let's play the game.
As you can see, the environment is a dungeon right now. This can change because the environment is procedurally generated. So every time you play the game, it's going to be dynamic and different.
So as you can see, the NFTs that I own are actually characters and enemies that are trying to chase me. So in this demo, we've created a first-person shooter where you're shooting your NFTs, essentially. And this is just one game that can be made. We've built an infrastructure that allows you to use your NFTs. We have our AI to sort those NFTs and place them into a game. So this could be any NFT built into any game. So now here comes the story part. Anytime you interact with these NFTs, like right there, I just eliminated one of them, it sends a message to Con server, which then tells Story to send our ERC20 reputation tokens. Talk about the non-commercial.
Okay, so once we receive that call, we have two versions. One for license, non-commercial license NFTs, IPAs, and one for commercial use. If it is a non-commercial use, we use our own ERC token that we have deployed to 4 chains: Story, Polygon, Scale, and Rootstock. Once we get the call, we then send the token to the NFT owner's address, and that is our way of using royalty on non-commercial assets. For commercial assets, though, we use Story's royalty module to make sure that whenever someone wants to use somebody's IPA, they can mint a new license, and it can just be used by anyone that wants to use it if they purchase it, and royalties just flow back to the original owner.
All right, let's see this in real time, real quick. So I just killed one of the NFTs, and let's see Story Protocol. So, all right, the internet's a little off right now, but we tested this before, and you can see that in these transactions, we are actually sending the reputation token to our address. So every time that an NFT is being interacted with, we take that interaction and reward the NFT owners with our reputation. That's it. Thank you.
All right. Super fun game with actual consequences for losing your tokens. Interesting. Maybe good, actually. All right, halfway there, let's welcome our next finalist demo, and that is Team Uniswap. Please give them a big round of applause.
All right, go Bears.
Go Bears.
All right, can you guys hear me? Awesome. All right, let's be loud. So we are Uniswap, and this is Omi. This is an open source AI wearable that lets you transcribe what you're saying in real time and build anything on top of it. And so what we decided to build is the first wearable-powered voice intent transaction execution across 4 different chains at the same time. Currently, we just have Base and Polygon funds because we're broke, so hopefully that'll change soon. but we can show you guys how this works and kind of explain what's going on at the same time. So currently, I'm logged in on this account, and then on this account, we have Rohan logged in. And we're going to show you guys how simple it can be with Uniswap to transact. So currently, I have $6. So I can say, start transaction. I want to send Rohan $5 on Base, end transaction. And assuming all the Wi-Fi and transcription works properly, we should be able to see a transaction start to appear on our server. So as this is processing, we can kind of show you what's going on behind the scenes. So we should see a request come in with my device ID associated with it, which is right here. And what we're doing with that request is it's looking for those trigger words of start and end transaction, and then parsing out my intent of transacting in the middle, taking that, turning it into a transaction, and then executing it on chain. And so if all goes to plan, we should see my $5 get sent to Rohan's account. All right, it looks like it didn't get what I was saying, so we're going to run it one more time over here while Rohan explains a little bit more about what's going on.
Yeah, basically, we're just using an LLM with like a structured JSON schema so that we can verify that it's doing actually what you want to do. It's a fairly strict schema with a lot of validation so that it errs on the side of caution so that we don't just like drain your wallet if that's not what you meant to do. So if it can't determine for a fact what you want to do, it will just do nothing with that intent. It's also pretty robust in security because it's trained on your voice, so only you can transact using your own OMI device. So other people can't just talk into your device and then send funds to themselves.
All right, it may be a little finicky here, but we do have a correct intent processing now. It just might take a moment with the internet here. But essentially what we're going to see is a little bit more about what's going on here. So we wanted this to be as easy as possible for anyone, regardless of their Web 2 or Web 3 status, to be able to use this. So all you have to do to sign up is connect your OMI's device ID, which you get in the OMI app, to our page, and then all 4 of these wallets are created for you. So they're somewhat custodial through the Coinbase developer platform, but all of our private keys are exportable. We're not going to expose them to you guys, but you have full control over all your funds. And you can only really send funds to people that are also on the platform and that you have added. So when I say I want to send $5 to Rohan, under the hood, it knows that he's one of the usernames, and his username is Rohan, that I can send money to. So it's not like someone could just come up to me and be like, give me all your money, and it would work, luckily for us. So as we can see here, the intent did get translated. So it took what I had to say, which was send Rohan $5 on Base. That's the transcript right there, raw. And then this is the translated intent right here. So send Rohan $5 USDC on Base. And then it did execute the transfer right here. It looks like our database timed out, but that's fine. On-chain is the source of truth. So we created a transfer from me and my wallet to Rohan and his wallet for 5 USDC on Base. And as you can see here, if I refresh this page, I'm only going to have 1 USDC. And if I switch over to Rohan's account and refresh his balance, he should have 5 more. And there it is. All right, we are Uniswap. Thank you.
That was super cool. Voice, AI, and crypto all in the same sentence. The future is here. All right, we're going to switch from AI to DeFi. So for our next finalist demo, let's welcome Uniswap V4 backtester.
Hello, we're Team Aperture Titans. We've built a Uni V4 backtester. So backtest means testing an investment strategy on historical data. In the case of Uniswap, liquidity providers are trying to maximize their profit, which comes in the form of swap fees. Many LPs on Uniswap have their own model that decides when to rebalance to another range or moving in and out of a pool. With Uni V3, the pool behaves the exact same way for everyone. It's the same concentrated liquidity math for every LPs, for all traders. But with the upcoming Uni V4, things change. It comes with the concept of hooks, which makes a Uni V4 pool behavior kind of arbitrary, depending on how the hooks associated with the pool is designed. So there is this natural, strong need for a robust tool that people can use to run an analysis on how a hook affects LPs and traders. In that spirit, we've built this Uni V4 backtester. And our backtester is event-driven. So we run analysis on historical data, so historical data need to be accurate. And we fetch historical data from a Uni V3 pool. Because V4 is new, no trades have happened yet. So we faithfully replay all these events, swaps, increase and decrease liquidity, and simulate everything, how the hooks affect feed distribution, and even the curve might be overridden. And we were able to set up a hypothetical position for a specified time window and see what the position state at the end of the time window.
So I'm going to talk about how it's implemented. The top right is the user input. We need to pass in an RPC URL that tells it which archive node and which chain to fork. Next, we pass in the date and the pool key to the scraper. The scraper will scrape from when the pool was traded up until the end date of when we want to backtest. And then the pool key has the hooks contract. So we will deploy the hooks contract, and then we will also trade the pool. And then what the scraper will do is it scrapes Uni V3 events, and it logs into the event logs. The input also passes the starting position to the simulator. Starting position would be lower take, upper take, the amount of liquidity, and start time. So the simulator starts from when the pool was first initialized, and then it just replays events until the start time. That's when we inject the liquidity in there. We simulate these events using a whale address, so it does not to affect the liquidity of anything else. Only thing we care about is the liquidity of the injected user input. At the end, after we run to the end date, we print out the output liquidity in both token 0 and token 1. Here's more specification, which I'll be skipping for time. There's a workflow, which I'll also be skipping for time. I want to move on to the demo.
Okay. So here's how you invoke our script. The input parameters are specified in the code. So I just started running it. Looks like it's done. So for this demo, we fetched events from the wrapped BTC, wrapped ease 0.3% pool. And we're able to replay these events with a hypothetical position set up at this range, from tick 25.1, 1,040, and et cetera, with initial liquidity amount 1, 2, 3, 4, et cetera. And you can customize, the time window, and this position will be set up at the specified time. And you provided like 800 token 0, and you were able to get 815 due to the amount of fees earned.
We create this thing over the span of 36 hours. There's a lot more to be desired. For example, we can strip out most of the redundant stuff and rewrite everything in Rust and make it blazing fast. Or we can add more analytics at the end. But all in all, whether you are a small LP or bigger ones like Fidelity or Coinbase, come talk to us. We can help you guys out. This is Team Aperture Finance.
Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. That was actually very super cool because you get to actually backtest old transactions on new protocols that are not actually fully live yet, and you actually get to see that optimization beforehand. And with trillions of dollars actually flowing in volume, that 0.01% difference actually can make sense. So super cool. I'm glad that we're seeing super technical demos as well, in addition to consumer apps. And let's get ready for our next finalist. Please welcome Bill Blocks.
Hello, ETHSF. My co-founder couldn't be here today. I want to shout out Sanjay. But we made build blocks. Essentially, we let you deploy, audit, and launch smart contracts in a matter of minutes. So let's just show you how it works. So we don't have any contracts yet, and we're prompted to deploy our first project now. We can either start manually or use AI with intents. For now, we're going to explore the tabs, and here we can show the use cases of our platform. So we can make derivative smart contracts, prediction smart contracts, rebalancing, gaming, and more. But for now, we're going to explore the DeFi application. As we get translated to this first screen, we have a canvas. And essentially what this canvas allows us to do is populate it with blocks. Blocks are unique functions that we can simply tap to add. Anything you can imagine, we have add liquidity, on-event outcome, everything that can be toggleable, customizable to any currency that we want. And we can also add custom blocks. So if you want even higher rates of customizability, we can add custom blocks with custom Solidity code. You get the point. And we can drag this wherever we want. For now, let's keep it simple and clear the page. We're going to make a simple initialize, swap token, and disconnect. We're going to zoom in, and what we can do is we can connect these blocks together. So on connect, we'll have the flow summary generated in the top right. And once we connect it to the disconnect, we can start clicking the compile option. So once we click the compile, we'll be taken to the next step. Here, we can show the flow graph again. So if we're satisfied with how it looks, we have the upon initialize, we have the swap tokens, we have the disconnect. We can connect our wallet with MetaMask or Phantom. Let's connect our dev account. Bang. All right. Now we're going to click compile, and we're going to get the ABI bytecode for our ABI and bytecode for our smart contract that we can interact with. Here we have the contract code, and all we have to do now is just click to deploy on the bottom right. We're going to sign the contract called contract deployment, click confirm, and we can see our contract is deployed at transaction hash that. And so yeah, essentially what we had there was we could build a custom flow with specific functions. And the way it works right now is we have a massive database of Open Zeppelin contracts, Uniswap contracts that are all audited. And what we do is we have them in a vector database, which means that when we have these events that create in our flow, they pull from audited functions and create a flow that's audited. And so if you're aware with how smart contracts works on mainnet, if you want to deploy, you're going to spend thousands on auditing these contracts. Our platform makes it easy to have these contracts pre-audited so you don't have to spend thousands doing that. We also introduced game logic, so the fact that certain nodes can connect to certain nodes means that users can't break their smart contract off rip, and it makes it easier to stay within audited guidelines. But yeah, essentially that's building blocks. Thank you for listening.
Amazing. All right, 2 more finalist demos to go. Let's welcome our second last finalist, Betsy. Betsy, yeah.
Hey guys, we are Betsy, and it is nothing but a sports betting app with your friends in your group chat. And it is made by Arnav, Adele, and myself, Hitakshi. And we are powered by XMTP and Scale. I'll hand over to Arnav.
Who loves sports betting? Yeah, okay. We got some sports bettors out there. This is what we think the future of sports betting looks like. Never leave the group chat. With Betsy, we're creating a product where you can create markets and bet on NBA games and future sports games directly in your group chats. Just a brief technical overview, we're using XMTP, which has Converse as an off-chain messaging platform. We coded our smart contracts with Solidity and used Foundry for testing, and we're using OpenAI APIs for LLMs. And finally, we deployed on Scale, and they're gas-free layer 1. The vision with this is that you don't need to go to different products like your current sports betting books or use other different smart contracts outside of where you and your friends are currently hanging out in your group chats. You'll be able to bet on many games all in one group chat. So if you're an NHL fan, you can bet on weeks of games just through your group chat with your group of friends and resolve all of them over time using Converse for now and hopefully multiple chains and different coins in the future. I'll pass it to Adele for the demo.
All right, let's do the live demo. Okay. Cool. All right, so on the right side, you see the Converse app. That's basically using XMTP's protocol. Anyone who onboards onto it is using their wallet, so your wallet's kind of onboarded on that. On the left-hand side, I'm just going to have the console log just so you can kind of see what it's doing behind the scenes. So essentially, it's a group chat, right? You're with your friends, you're just talking, you're having fun, all that. And then you're talking about the game that's going to happen. So let's say you're like, OK, there's a Warriors game tonight, and you want to bet that the Warriors are going to win tonight. So you can just be very super casual. So Warriors are going to win tonight. And then you just want to say, let's say, how much you want to bet. So for in this case, let's say probably like 5 USD. So that's just me betting that they're going to be doing that tonight. In the back end, what happens is that we use LLMs. We also use a third-party sports API. That's just going to go and grab all the information from It might be an issue with the Wi-Fi, actually. OK. So basically, what's going to happen is like you get all the information from the third-party API, use LLMs. LLMs are going to kind of like working with it, understanding the response from the third-party API, and then it resolves like if a bet it can be scheduled to begin with in the first place. If I could show you that, that would have been a lot better. But yeah, so and then like you can users can like agree to the bet, or they can /disagree. That also just like kind of that's how you kind of like decide if that's working out well. Sorry, I'm just going to reconnect to the Wi-Fi and see if that's better. Sorry. OK, yeah, so OK, redo the entire demo. All right, so now you're betting on the left side, you see like a third-party response. Is there a game bet that can be processed? So yeah, in that case, yes. So you have multiple users, different group chats. People can just agree or disagree. If you know they're going to win, or let's say you want to say they're going to win, you just say agree and then pass in the bet ID. So once you agree, that's just like you're saying you're going to put money on it. Different people in the group chat can be like agree or disagree, and that's how you put money on it. Once everyone's kind of ready, you just want to finalize it by the bet ID. when you finalize it, what it does is it takes the money from like the group wallet and passes it over to our smart contract where it locks it kind of like an escrow. On the left-hand side, we can see how the USDC is approved. It's actually going to transfer the whole thing, and that's just a transaction. So that means like the transaction has gone through correctly. So now you want to wait for the game to actually happen. So let's say tonight passes by, and then the next day you guys are just like back on the group chat. You want to see if the game you want to see who actually won. So you just go back and you just resolve it, and you just resolve with the bet ID. At the moment you resolve it, what it does in behind the scene is like you talks to the third-party API, grabs all the data, finds the uses LLMs to figure out who actually won, and then also on scale in the smart contract, it distributes the funds to all the winners. So you basically don't think about blockchain anymore. You stay on the group chat. You're hanging out with your friends, and you're just having a good time, and you can bet without leaving the group chat at all. So quickly going back, some of the future improvements that we can kind of want to talk about is like the on-ramp experience. One of the things we didn't consider yet is like how individuals can fund the group wallet. So that's something we will do if we have more time. And right now we're using XMTP to use their Converse app for everything. Eventually we want to expand to Telegram, Discord, iMessage, so it's like it incorporates with everything. And also we want to expand the functionality of betting to more niche markets, more than just the NBA marketplace that we're doing right now. That's our team. Any questions, you can message us on Discord, and thank you for your time, everyone.
Amazing. All right, we are ready for our last finalist demo for the day. So without further ado, let's welcome VVL Drizzy.
Water, water, water! Oh, nobody from Waterloo, okay. All right, my name is Joshua Kim. I come from the land of Drake, Toronto, and I'm studying computer science at Waterloo. So my project's called VVL Drizzy, the viral video licenser. Protect your viral videos and get paid. The whole premise of why VVL Drizzy exists is because as a creator, I don't want my content to get stolen, because getting it stolen sucks. And I like to earn money from my viral short-form videos. And I want to prove my ownership for disputes in the future, too. And on the other side, news outlets are always looking for fresh content, viral content to put on live feed. And they don't want to wait for replies from owners of videos. They want to license something right away so they can be the freshest on the scoop. And they also want to easily explore licensable viral content. And fair use infringement litigation is really expensive if you get in hot water, so they always err on the side of caution to license these products. And VVL Drizzy was driven by a need for both of these. And actually, my friend, shout out PK, he let me use his video for this project. He went to me viral a few years ago on TikTok, and I'll show you guys the video after, but basically in Toronto, we use TTC. It's basically the subway system there. I had everything open here. And I'm just going to upload. I'll show you guys the video first. Recent. So basically, one of the windows in the TTC was broken, and he was able to just put his phone out. And this one sent me viral. It got 130K views on TikTok. But he got reached out by a few news media outlets to use his video on their platforms. But he didn't make any money from it, and some people stole the video too. And so what I'm going to show you is basically the whole solution of VVL Drizzy is for you to mint an NFT of your video itself, watermark it, and register it on the on Story IP protocol. And you can set up your own terms here, like I'll show you. I just uploaded the video, so yeah. So first of all, I'll show you the uploading process. We use Walrus on the back end. So I've already uploaded to Walrus, and since Walrus, you can't upload the same file twice. It's already existing on the network. I'll have the blob ID already populated here. And I can download the video just to confirm that I'm actually using Walrus. Okay, and I'll just skip that because I'm time. And let's see, TTC shenanigans. I'm going to mint an NFT right now. I'm going to call it TTC shenanigans and give it a description. And I can give it a tag so that it's easy to find if I'm a news media outlet, just to try to find like content and things like that. And I'm going to set my revenue share of any future derivatives or licenses to 1/3. So let's say like someone makes money out of my content, they have to give me 1/3 of their proceeds. And I can set a flat minting fee as well. So if they want to use my content in the first place, they have to mint a token, mint a license token. And I can set it any amount I want. I'm just going to set it to 200 USDC. And the blob ID is the unique identifier that I got from Walrus. So I'm going to start registering my NFT. And I've already connected my wallet with MetaMask here. It's going to take a little while to load. But you can see the progress. I'm using the story sandbox, which was really quick to get set up on. And this is the part where we just wait. OK, and so we got the NFT minted. And now we have to mint the license itself on story. So we have the minted NFT, and our pending transaction is for the story protocol. And once that's done, I'll have the IP asset hash. It's not available yet. It'll be right there. It just got populated from the story protocol. So if I open up right here, go to IPA, it'll take a second to load. It'll say untitled for now. I'll just keep refreshing. There we go. TC shenanigans, all the details I put on, the blob ID, the description. And the most important thing is the license right here. So I put down commercial revenue share as 33%, or 1/3. And I put down commercial use is true. So anyone who finds this video can license it after paying. How much time do I have? Oh, 34 seconds. Shoot. OK. And I watermark the video, and it'll have the hash on top of it. Let's take a few seconds here. 23, 22, 21. OK, I'm going to download the video. And then you'll see that the hash on the bottom right here, the IPA, is the same one that we just got generated just now. So 0xD8A, and with the story logo right here. So this is the video that I would upload to Instagram or Facebook or whatever. And because it's watermarked, Facebook and Instagram, they don't have the right license to the original video. They have the license to the watermark video. But if any news outlet wants the actual original video, they would have to go through this. So let's say I'm a news outlet or some media reporter, and I discover the video, I want to use it. I can just put the IPA hash that I found on the video as a watermark and view the license terms. If I really like the license terms here, I can go back and pay the license fee. I didn't implement this one part yet. This is part of the royalties module. If I had a few more hours, I would have done it. But this is just mocking it. So payment successful, license available. And then now I can go back to the license details and get the blob ID. This part two, I'm thinking, I got a suggestion of using LIP protocol to verify that someone did pay in order to get the blob ID, so they can have the blob ID like hidden away. And now if I download this, it should give me the original video to use as a licensed product. And that's BVL, it's not BVL, VVL Drizzy. Thank you.
That was amazing. Those were our 10 finalist demos. I want to give a massive round of applause to those 10 finalist teams. So please thank Bump Royale, Up Infinity, Uniswap, Hello, Asai, DAO, Disaster, Chainwaves, Blocks, Unity V4, Backtester, Betsy, and VVL Drizzy. OK, we're going to try to conserve all of our energy for the next 17 minutes. I think I can speak faster, so 20 becomes 17. And we're going to talk about all the stuff that I know you all have been waiting for, which is the prizes. But before we get into that, I want to talk about being on-chain. We have been trying very hard to get everybody to be on-chain default for a lot of years, and it's getting more and more easy and possible every month that goes by. And if you already have not done this, you get to be part of our hacker packs, and just packs in general. We want to make sure that all developers here are able to access all the resources that our ecosystem has to offer, and we want to make it more and more self-serve and on-chain and permissionless. And community packs are the first step for all of this. We have 3 developer packs, which are just on-chain NFTs that all of you can mint. You don't need to worry about having any crypto or ETH. We award them based off of what you have done at these events. And you get to go from being a hacker to a builder to a pioneer, and they let you claim a lot of cool perks and let you be more and more involved in this ecosystem. Anybody who's ever attended this event or any of our past events, whether it's in person or async, can just go and press one button and get the hacker pack. And as part of being a hacker pack holder, you get a lot of cool things. For example, a free ENS domain names, which you can claim now. This means we'll literally give you a free ENS normal domain name, not a subdomain of your choice. You get to be on Warpcast with Farcaster, Lens, and also you'll get to claim a .star handle. And for any of you who are planning to attend DEF CON next month, we have a 50% discount tickets for builders, which you get to claim by just owning this pack, which is awesome. Then, if you have attended more events and also won a bunch of prizes, we get to help you get to the next level with your projects. So not only you get more discounts for stuff, but you also get things like Notion subscription, free tiers for Pinata for all your IPFS storage, and better access to RPC products and services, and bigger discounts to make those apps more web scale. And the last one is the Pioneer Pack, which gets you a lot more of those things, and you get to do that by winning a bit more prizes, which you will be able to claim basically in a very few hours. And you get to do all the cool things in addition to everything else that you just saw, but stuff like a lot more credits for being able to get on AWS, or getting different tiers for products that you know you have to use for doing anywhere from better auth to better infrastructure. So go head over to ethglobal.com/packs. And not only this is a thing that we have for hackers, but if you are a partner, if you're a mentor, if you're a volunteer, you get the same set of perks, and you just get to mint all these things directly on ETHGlobal.com. So everything is live. Head over to ETHGlobal.com/packs. But the thing I really want to talk about is something that we are excited to get more and more of you involved in just a couple of weeks, and that is ETHGlobal Plus. We've been trying very hard to think about what is a great on-chain experience that let you be part of this entire ecosystem. And what we want to do is make this more and more accessible and seamless for everybody in this space, given that all of us are here from different parts of the world. And ETHGlobal Plus is that membership, which is going to start kicking off starting January, but you get access to all of these things very soon. And what this means is anytime you are thinking about anything in our ecosystem, you get to just show up at those places and benefit off of what you want to do there by just being a ETHGlobal Plus pack holder, which is every Pragma that you want to attend from our whole selection from next year, you get to show up. If you were part of the San Francisco City Pack experiment this week, you get all those for free. We will give you free mainnet transactions on Ethereum, so you don't have to worry about gas. You get hundreds, if not thousands, of free L2 transactions for free on 13 different chains. So you, again, never have to worry about gas or needing any of these assets to do anything you want. And if you are interested in attending a lot of the other events that happen around these hackathons, you get access to all of them, plus stuff like Uber credits and roaming for eSIMs and discounts, and for developers, more credits for different products. All those things are just going to be bundled into you because we want to reward all the builders here. So head over to all of this, and we'll take advantage of all of this by heading over to ethglobal.com/plus, and that starts rolling out in 2 weeks. Okay, now that I'm done with advertising, let's go to the stuff that all of you are excited about, which is prizes. I have 108 slides. So you better have the energy for those 108 slides to clap every time somebody wins something. Are we ready? All right. $400,000 in prizes. First up is AirDAO. Small Send is the best app for AirDAO, and you take home $5,000. Super Tweets is the best focus on attention economy winner. You win $2,500. Small KOL is the second place $1,500 recipient, and PPP is the third place $1,000 winner. So congratulations to all three of these teams. And Aloria is the first place winner for the best AI used for AirDAO, and Loop is the runner-up, and you'll be taking home $1,500. All right, Avail. The best custom app chain Avail DA goes to Stacker ERC721, and you'll be taking home $500. True Canvas is the best developer feedback project winner. You'll be receiving $500. So congratulations to both of these teams. Next up is Flow. Hoshi is the most killer app on Flow, and you'll be receiving $4,000. Roblox Coin Exchange is the second place $2,000 recipient, and Super Tweets will be receiving third place $2,000. And Keyless and Amazon are the two most potential killer app runner-ups, and you'll be receiving $500 each. And the best sport app goes to FanFuel for $2,000, Pump Royale for also $2,000, ETH Gambit for $2,000, and NBA Momentum for $2,000. Congratulations to these 4 teams, $2,000 each. ETH Gambit is the best developer feedback winner for $500, and Yield, SnapSafe, Neurosaurus, Carbon Wheel, and FlowBets are taking home $300 each. A lot of games, a lot of consumer apps on Flow. Congratulations to everybody. Next up is Layer 0. Quark is the most innovative omni-chain solution, and you will be receiving $10,000. Power Agents will be taking home $6,000 for second place, and Layer Kid is the third place $3,500 recipient. And Layer Kid will also take in additional $500 for giving the best developer feedback. Congratulations. Wow. Polygon. Auto retro funding is the best consumer app on Polygon, and I can kind of hear that one person who's on that team. So congratulations for winning $2,000. And Kimmy Adao, ETHGlobal, IP Infinity, Guys, and Traillink are receiving $1,000 each for being runner-ups. Uniswap is the best AI plus on-chain app for $2,000, and Found in Translation and Gains Gladiator are the runner-ups for $1,000 each. And Keyless and Governese, I'll be taking home $2,000 and $1,000 for being the best AgLayer unified bridge integrations. And last but not least, the best ZK app is Zendit for $2,000, and Uniswap V4, True Canvas, Chainsplash, and ZK Checkpoint are the runner-ups receiving $1,000 each. Sign Protocol. Superpass, DMNO, and SocialFly are the best overall projects, and you'll be taking home $4,000 each. Incredible, we already got $12,000. And Balder and SocialFly are also the best consumer application winners, and you'll be receiving $2,000 each. And Web3 Warfare is the best use of schema hooks for $4,000. Congratulations. Let's talk about scale. Super Tweets is the best use of zero gas fees, and clearly there are more than 5 people on this team, so congratulations, and we'll check on that later. And Hoshi, Dowsaster, Pump Royale, and Engagement are the 4 teams winning $2,000 each. And those are actually our finalists, which makes sense now. So congratulations for winning for $2,000. StreamChain, Crypto, Beso, Boulder, and API Wink are the 4 teams winning $1,000 each. And Uniswap V4, IP. Oh, I think I just messed the slides. There we go. And Touch, Quantum Gate, and OmniCastles are the best native integrations on scale, and you'll be taking home $1,000 each. Congratulations. All right, the one I know everybody's been anticipating, Story. Dalp, Chainwaves, and Hoshi are the 3 teams for the best creativity category, and you take home $2,000 each. True Canvas, Storyverse, Bucket Foundation, and PicFable are taking home $750 each, and Archive, Dextra, and ETHGlobal are the $500 recipients for runner-ups. Aloria is the best AI application on Story for $2,000. Smart Storybook is the second place $1,000 winner, and Kara IP is the third place $500 recipient. Gains Gladiator is the best IPFI story integration, and Quark and IntelliJack are taking home $500 each for runner-ups. Quantum Gate, my own words, VVL Drizzy, Dowsaster, and IP Infinity are the most creative use cases. You take home $500 each. And Gains Gladiator and Influencer Swap are the best developer feedback category, and you will also be receiving $500. A lot of integrations here. Next up, Uniswap Foundation. Unihook is the best hooks category winner for $4,000. Fluxus is the second place $2,000 winner, and JuneLand is the third place $2,000 recipient. UniV4 Backtester is the best integrations experiments category winner. Curvy is receiving $1,500. And Auto Retro Funding will be taking home $1,000 for third place. The best Unichain hack goes to Quark for $2,000. Uniswap V4 is the second place $1,250 recipient, and Gains Gladiator is the third place $750 winner. And Root for Fun and Small Sand are the runner-ups, and you'll be receiving $250 each. Congratulations. Chronicle. Aurum is the best integration on Chronicle, and you'll be receiving $2,750. And JuneLand is the second place $2,000 recipient. Congratulations. And Undegen Finance is the best DeFi application for $2,750, and Fluxus is the second place $2,000 winner. On to Circle. Notarix is the best application on Circle for $1,500, and Pump Royale is the best cross-chain transfer protocol winner, so you win $2,500. VenderByte is the best Oracle Web3 integration, and you'll be receiving $2,500. Congratulations. Coinbase Developer Platform. Power Agents is the most innovative use of CDP for $2,500, and $1,000 goes to Uniswap. And Roblox Coin Challenge is the best consumer application for CDP integrations for $2,000. And Kisser Lab 2.0 is the Future of Finance winner. I don't know how that one makes sense. And Hello Asai is the best AI crypto award for $3,000. Next up is Delve. Quark, Spatio, and Undegen Finance are the best developer feedback category winners, and you'll be receiving $1,500 each. Congratulations. On to Dynamic. Web3 Warfare is the most immersive gaming experience integrating Dynamic, $2,000 to you. And FanFuel is the best mobile experience for $2,000. DALP is the best crypto everywhere category winner for $2,000. And API Wink is the behind the curtain secretly Web3 app, taking home $2,000. Congratulations to all four of these teams. On to ENS. Xiao is the best use of ENS for $2,500. Dazu is the second best $1,500 winner, and Power Agents is the third place winner for best use of ENS. And Beertalic, Brokerin, and VenderByte are the two teams for being the most creative use cases of ENS. And you win $2,500 each. Next up is Essential. And EssenceSwap is the best DeFi application, and you'll be receiving $8,000. And Liquidity and PinSwap are the runner-ups, and you'll be taking home $1,000 each. Congratulations. On to Hedera. Small Stand is the best builder bounty category winner, and you'll be taking home $4,000. Uniswap V4, Small KOL, Aloria, and Loop are the EVM starter bounty category winners, and you'll be receiving $1,500 each. Nice. On to Ledger. Zendit is the best integration for Ledger, and you'll be receiving $5,000. Congratulations. Next up is Lit. DeepTrust.eth is the best use of compute over private data, and you will be taking home $3,000. And BAM Protocol is the best programmable signing category winner for $3,000. And Xiao, DMNO, Lit Data Market, IntelliJack, Socialfly, and Earnify are the runner-ups for Lit integrations, and each of you will receive $500. Next up is Near. Dalp and Mao1 are the best user-owned AI integrations, and you will both receive $2,000 each. Neon EVM. The Grid is the best EVM integration, and you will be receiving $3,000. Nethermind. Solus and Dowzaster are the best blockchain and robotics integrations, and you take home $2,000 each. And you also get a custom backpack, so make sure you get those backpacks before you leave from the Nethermind booth. DeepTrust.eth and TrueCanvas are the best ZK integrations, and you will also receive $2,000 each and custom backpacks. Next up is Rootstock. Aloria is the best integration of Rootstock blockchain. You take home $4,000. BuildBlocks is the second place $500 winner. Root for Fun is the best DeFi app on Rootstock for $5,000. And Deeproot is the second place $500 recipient. Congratulations. The Graph. Dowzaster is the best new subgraph for $2,500, and NeoGraph is the second place $1,250 winner. And the best use of a subgraph goes to Mao1 for $2,500, and Polymarket Analytics is the second place winner for $1,250. NeoGraph is the best substream category integration winner, and you'll be taking home $2,500. On to Unlimit. Dalp is the best NFT checkout integration, and you will be receiving $2,000. And Aurum is the best crypto checkout for $2,000 winner. And the Monk Store is the best name extension integration for $1,000. Congratulations to all three of these teams. On to Walrus. Bucket Foundation, Dtune, StreamChain, Aloria, and SmartSign are the best use of Walrus, and you will each be receiving $2,000. XMTP. AI Web3 Metrics, Power Agents, Gameverse, and Betsy are the best mini apps, each taking home $2,500. That's $10,000 from XMTP. On to Alchemy. Guides is the best consumer app on Alchemy. You'll be receiving $2,500. Yield is the second place, it's like $1,500 winner. And Photo Dank Sharding, which is a really cool name, is the third place $1,000 winner for the best account kit integration. Congratulations. Blockless. Keyless and Dowsaster are the best apps built on Blockless, and each of you will be taking home $825 each. On to Phoenix with some homomorphic encryption. Plutus is the best Phoenix stack integration for $2,500. OmniCastles is the second place $1,500 winner, and IntelliJack is the third place $1,000 recipient. We found IntelliJack. Morph. ETHGlobal is the best consumer app on Morph, and you'll be receiving $2,000. And Aloria and SnapSafe are the two teams as runner-ups, and you'll be receiving $1,500 each. Fala Network. Found in Translation is the best DStack agent integration for $3,000. Root for Fun is the second place $1,500 winner, and SuperPass is the third place $500 runner-up. Next up is Zirkit. Aloria is the best project on Zirkit for $2,500. ChainStage is the best DeFi app on Zirkit for $1,250, and Uniswap is best Zirkit integration all overall for $1,250. Congratulations to all three of these teams. NounsDAO. Mao1 is the best public infrastructure project for $2,500. Chainsplash wins $1,500 for second place, and Auto Retro Funding is the third place $1,000 winners for the Nouns project. And then we have Privy. Salus is the best consumer app experience on Privy, and you will take home $1,000. And lastly, Stacker. Stacker ERC 721 is the best use of micro rollups, and you will be receiving $350. Those were all of our winners for the $400,000 that's being given away. Give them a massive round of applause. And we've made the math easy for you. So if you go on your dashboard, you can actually see the total and enjoy everything that you've been able to accomplish over this weekend. Now, a quick note on all the logistics of what the next steps mean and how do you actually get those prizes. Everything that we announced is tentative and not final, which means over the next 3 weeks, we are going to be looking at all of your source codes, all of your GitHub repos, and everything else that you submitted to make sure that nobody cheated or broke the rules. This means some things may change if somebody is disqualified, which does happen often. And the week of November 8th, you will get an email confirming this is the amount that you're receiving, and for these categories, these are the prizes. And once you confirm that everything is good with your address, they will be delivered to you with the stakes on November 8th. So they won't be instant. It'll take at least 2 weeks. Now, before we wrap things up, I want to say a few thank yous. And the little bit of energy all of you have left, this is the time to call in all of that and make sure that we make everybody feel... No, not yet. We're getting there. Make sure we recognize everybody that made this event and this whole weekend possible. There's a lot of people that do all amazing work behind the scenes, and want to make sure we recognize everybody here. So we have the judges, mentors, speakers, partners, but I want to start off with thanking all of you hackers for being here for this entire weekend. Give yourselves a massive round of applause. All of our incredible judges who spent 5 hours talking to all teams giving feedback. All of our mentors and volunteers. Keep clapping for all of them that were there the entire night doing night shifts and helping you with all the submissions. Speakers who gave amazing workshops so you can use this on demand. So many of our incredible partners that were here from 30 different protocols. And a massive thanks to everybody who helped out with the logistics, from the venue to the AV team to the videography team and the catering team. And last but not least, a massive round of applause for the rest of the ETHGlobal team. So please thank Andrew, Eugene, Dorian, Alex, George, Pascal, Richa, Sophia, Calvin, Maggie, Nuno, Fred, and Moaz, Emily, Andrew, Jacob, and Liam. Okay, I'm at 17 minutes. I'll try to wrap things up in 90 seconds. You saw all those prizes. Those were all the teams that won all of our partner prizes, and we saw 10 teams here who were finalists, and they demoed what they built, and they were part of a separate process for being one of our top 10 teams. And we call them finalists because we don't want these events to be treated as a competition. The goal here is for us to highlight some interesting themes, highlight use cases of the cutting-edge protocols and advancements we're seeing in our ecosystem. And this makes it easy for us to think about what the future could look like. And the finalists become the best representation of what we have seen as a trend in the city with what people are excited about here. And we call them our finalists because effectively everybody here and those 10 teams came in officially first for this hackathon. And not only did they receive all the prizes from our partners, as part of being a finalist, ETHGlobal will be adding in 500 USDC per member for each of those 10 teams. So congratulations to all of the finalists. But that's not all. We want to make sure that the best projects here get recognized even more. And in addition to all the hacker stuff that you get to do from our packs, only the finalist teams will be eligible for a finalist-only pack, which comes with a lot of really incredible special perks. What are these perks? Well, each of the finalists are going to get a hoodie that only the finalist teams have, and 5 people will fill out the survey. And they'll be shipped to you wherever you are in the world. If you are looking for your next developer adventure, you get 10x increase on your faucet limits. You never have to worry about testnet tokens. You get free entry to all of our pragmas for next year and the one that we have left for this year. You can just show up. You don't have to worry about the ticket. Each of the finalists is going to get a custom ledger Nano S for being part of this event and shipping something awesome. And a $500 flight reimbursement to the next ETHGlobal hackathon of your choice that happens next year or in next month, which means you get to show up in Bangkok at DEF CON, and we'll pay for those flights. And also everything that happens next year, which you'll find out very soon. And not only that, all the finalist teams are going to get ETHGlobal Plus membership as well. So congratulations to all the finalist teams. We are very much at the end, and this would not be an ETHGlobal event if we don't tell you what's next. So last but not least, we got 2 things before this 2024 season ends. The next thing we're going to do immediately is going to be Pragma in Bangkok, which starts the day before the hackathon, November 14th. And our last in-person event of the year is going to be ETHGlobal Bangkok with everybody in this space in that same week in the same city. So November 15th to 17th, we're very much at the end of filling all the spots. So if you're interested in hacking, sign up right now because it's about to be full. And next year's stuff will come out very soon. So no teasers here, but first week of December, you'll see where we're going to be next year. So that's everything from me. Everything is on the website. Head over to ETHGlobal.com. Thank you for joining us for ETHGlobal San Francisco, and enjoy the happy hour.